All right. Oh, okay. There's always something that pops up there. Okay, guys, we're live. I'm going to be testing this out mainly right now to see if it works. I'm using, obviously just whatever's available with our phone service here. So we have arrived in North Idaho a couple days ago. I've been I've been working remotely, so I think I might have mentioned that before. My work basically just said, anybody who can work remote, do so. And so we've been doing that. And so it's been day two of that, and that's been actually really nice. I love working remotely. It's way better than being in an office. But with that, there's a lot of nervousness that goes on with, the future of any company. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. And this is getting really weird. We just got notice that, schools are shut down until what, the end of April now. I mean, so you're talking a month and a half. So our daughter's basically, we're going to be home or here or whatever. So we don't really have a super solid plan as far as this. I may end up having to make a trip home and pick up more supplies. I mean, we have a lot of supplies back home. So, if it keeps getting weirder and weirder, I might just drive down and basically not stop and just pick up some stuff at home and bring it back up here and just plan on being here for a while. So we're safe. We're in a good spot. I mean, we're staying with our in-laws, and they have a nice place. They're set up for, they've lived up here for years. So everything seems pretty calm up here and pretty good. Matt, what knife do you think I'm carrying? Good grief, what did we just do? Yeah, Matt, you know what knife I'm carrying. Matter of fact, I can't really talk. I'm not going to talk about knives. I can't talk about knives. Okay, let's get that for various reasons. But anyways, we are we're just hanging out and just kind of seeing what happens. Like I said, work is standard for me. I'm still continuing on. Our team is still meeting like we normally do. We're just doing it online, and it's working out really well. Where I work at a factory as well, so there's physical things that need to be made. That could be a problem. So nobody knows what's going to happen. But the reality is that we're all sort of in this thing together, I guess, whatever that means. I know it sounds super cliche, but everybody's in the same boat. We are watching, I think, history being made. I've never seen anything like this, and I know you guys probably haven't either. So there's a little bit of nervousness there, but we'll be all right. And what I'm probably going to do is, there's Matt. Matt just asked, how long did you stay at the cabin? We don't really stay there very much. We spend the night there every now and then, and we might do that here soon. I'm not going to do it probably until next week when we are actually taking a legit vacation. And I don't need any gear or anything up there, computers or anything like that. So we might end up staying up there a little bit, but usually we stay with my in-laws. They're not too far away from it, and we just stay here and then go up there and enjoy the area, recreational stuff. And unfortunately, it's not farther along. Now I'm kicking myself, going like, wow, we should have got that place operational. Andrew, I didn't quite get that comment. I'm going to have to, I wonder if I can just turn these on. Live chat, all messages are visible. That's what I need. Sorry, I'm still learning this live stream. It seems like it's, tell me if it's okay. Is it chopping out on you guys at all? I mean, if this works, then it works. That'll be great. But the cabin has really been set up more for a recreational thing. It's really tiny. It doesn't have any really, it has very basic amenities, stove, oven, and an outhouse. And, I don't know, it's not operational yet. I mean, we can stay there, but we can't really stay there long term. So, next week there's a lot of projects I got to get going on, up there. But the plan is to kind of shelter here and stay with them. The kids are safe here. Everybody's, we enjoy hanging out. all together. And I keep getting messages that pop up here. Okay. So we're just going to be hanging out. The format for the videos, the format for the videos in the next, I don't know, couple weeks, I guess, will probably be pretty raw. Not a lot of editing unless I just sit down and do it. But I want to get a lot done as much as I can because there's a lot to do. So it'll probably just be like quick updates and raw video like we showed last night. I didn't really edit it much. I just kind of cut together some stuff that we were doing and just keeping you guys informed. And also live streams. It seems like people enjoy the live streams and I can do them really fast and just kind of keep you guys updated with what's happening. So our main thing is to kind of like stay away from hospitals and doctors and keep healthy and safe and that type of thing. And you guys should do the same thing. I mean, really, nobody knows what's going to happen. I know that they've shut down kind of all the elective surgeries and stuff around here. So they're really just trying to shut down. What do I think about the whole coronavirus thing? Did I just touch my eye? Oh, that's right. We're already sanitized like crazy. And we haven't been out anywhere. So what do I think about it? I think it's probably pretty bad. I think it's a pretty bad virus. I've looked at a lot of statistics over the last few days and looked at numbers. Yeah, it has the potential to be really bad. It looks like numbers-wise, it's still really low. And I think that I have pretty good confidence in our medical system in this country. I think that we have access to a lot of really good gear. And, I was listening to a nurse on one of these channels that I follow, and she was just kind of baffled by why there's so much panic. She said there's 160,000 ventilators. A lot of people elect not to use them, and especially older people anyways, which I know is true. And she says, like, comparing the US to Italy or China is kind of like apples to oranges. I mean, it's just a different system. She was a nurse, so she's seen much worse diseases. So it's kind of baffling her as to why this thing is. I mean, it's obviously people are taking precautions. So you never know. You never know what could happen. It's obviously pretty crazy. But to me, it's what we said about several weeks ago. The supply chain from China with goods and medicine and stuff like that. You're starting to see that kind of stuff. And, you're starting to hear reports of stuff slowing down. So it definitely will be very interesting. I don't know what is going to happen, but, we'll all be okay. We're all in the same boat, right? So we're going to just press on and just keep rolling here. And then, and enjoying it at the same time. When I come up here, I came up here and first couple of days and I'm just kind of like all tensed out, being, near the city and all this stuff's going on and all the schools and the moms are freaking out about all this stuff, and yay. I come up here, we get some fresh air, you feel a lot better. So, Mrs. D and I actually went out last night and opened up the cabin for the first time. I just uploaded that video. So yeah, we just went up there and dropped off the side-by-side and cleaned the cabin out. And like I said, I'm working still full time, so we're just gonna be able to go up there in the evenings, unless I can figure out how to turn this phone into like a hotspot or something, and then maybe I can work up there. I don't know. So a lot of stuff I gotta figure out. But that's kind of what's happening right now. It's sort of like real time, and I think the format for the next week or two is gonna be just, like I said, real raw, like what we're doing. I'll try to keep updated. I think it's an exciting time in some ways. In some ways, I'm pretty nervous. In some ways, there's a lot of peace. We believe in Jesus. He's our Savior. I don't make any bones about that. I never have, and we're going to be taken care of. So we're not too worried about it. Everything is pretty good. So we got our family here together. Everybody seems to be healthy, and we're happy, and everything is good. Matt doesn't realize how many flies get in there in the cabin, and that's true. I'm touching my face a lot. I need to wear my mask. I have a gas mask. But Flies, yeah, flies and bugs. There's that door that we have up there, the French door. It has has a lot of gaps in it. It's if I've talked about this before in videos, and if I were to do it over again, I would put a sliding door. It does make it if you want to load something big into the cabin, you can open up both doors. So it's kind of a trade-off, but because it's not a very big cabin, so it gives us a lot of access to get big stuff in there. I could even put some ramps in there and run the ATV in there if I had to, right? I could just wheel it in there, but but it does have its drawbacks. French doors are always kind of leaky, so I have to get some seals for that. I need to get that taken care of. But the flies come in, and they're just you see that we stayed at a friend's bed and breakfast a while back, and they had the same problem. And it's just when there's a lot of wildlife and stuff out there, I think they're called cluster flies, and they're small little flies. They don't really do anything. They just kind of live in there, and it's kind of a pain. But over time, I put some bug spray around the corners, the edges of the door, so they kind of come in and die. So it's like, I don't know. In the fall, they really come in. In the spring, summer, they're not too bad, but in the fall, all these bugs come in. So it's not as sealed off as it needs to be. So we're going to be working on that. I've spent a lot of time sealing on the soffits and stuff with foam and different sealers, and that seems to be working pretty good. But there's still, I got to get to that door somehow. I don't know. Those doors bug me. They're a pain. What else? I really need to build a wood shed. That's like kind of a priority because I got a lot of wood that I need to cut up next week, and so I might actually knock together some really simple lean-to roof kind of deal that I can slide the wood under and just keep it dry. Because there's a lot of wood up there, and I don't want it to get all nasty. So whatever. So I don't want to lose it. Andrew says we're in New York. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Your what is it? Your son-in-law. I can't see the. Why can't I see the comments? How do I? I've never run a computer. How do I type this thing here? Top chat, member chat, top chat. Let's try that. No, live chat. All messages are visible. It's so annoying how I can't see the chat as it just disappears. So yeah, congratulations on your kid's baby there, Andrew. Awesome, great. Very probably a tense time for everyone too, for quite a few reasons, right? It's already stressful enough. Yeah, so we got a lot of projects planned. I don't know how much we can get done. There's still some snow up there, as you saw. We can't yet get the SUV up to the top of the cabin, and certainly not the trailer. But we got the Rhino, and that'll go up there, so I can shuttle things back and forth if I have to pick up supplies or whatever. There's no real cases of this thing up here that we know of, and people are kind of staying in. Not a lot of stuff shut down or anything. So people are kind of relaxed about it. But I think people are kind of making sure it doesn't happen, and you just gotta. It's pretty easy to keep your distance up here when there's not a lot of population, so that makes it nice. A lot easier when you're near the city, right? So you try to get away from that as much as you can. So just by being up here, even if we did our normal stuff, we'd be away from a fraction of the people down there. So we don't know. We don't know what the plan is. I know that work is basically saying this is going to go on for at least 2 weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen after that if we're going to head back. I don't know. I like it up here, so I don't really want to head back. We might just stay. I don't know. Anybody want to buy a house in Oregon? I don't know. So yeah, that's basically it. We're just going to keep you guys updated as much as possible, and hope you guys